Hello everyone, welcome to part 2, I guess you could call it, of this episode of Catch Up Chaos. So yeah, these are the other 7 albums that I have to go through. I went through the last 8 yesterday. Want to say thank you to everyone who tuned into the Go Home show of AVW vs PBW. Can't wait for Friday because it's going to be Catch Up Ground 3. It's going to be pretty amazing. So yeah, got about 7 albums for this, and I'm going to get through them as fast as I can, as best as I can, so let's do that. First of all, The Network with Money Money 2020 Part 2, We Told You So. Now, The Network are a band that initially formed in 2003 as a totally not side project of Green Day members, Billy Joe, Mike Dirt, and Trey Gould, but it actually is, obviously. Yeah, their first album came out in 2003. They broke up after 2 years, and then they put this album out in December of 2020. And yeah, I think I gave Green Day's album in 2020, Father of All Motherfuckers, a B. This one also gets a B. Sorry for my hair and also the fact I have a spot on my eyebrow. Try to ignore that. Now I've drawn your attention to it. It's all you can look at. Look at this. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. New wave, post-punk, sort of funny and quirky, and yeah, it doesn't really take itself too seriously. It's a much more fun album than the new Green Day one was. I will give it that, but it's also just really fucking long. Like, it's unnecessarily long. There was so much that could have been cut out of this one, but it was enjoyable and knew what it was doing, so yeah, I can't really fault it for that. Next is Novelists with C'est La Vie. Now, Novelists are a French band. I'm not just saying that because their album is named C'est La Vie. This one came out in January of last year, which is weird to think, and it was, it was one I just, heard of near the end of the year, and I thought I'd give it a go, and yeah, pretty enjoyable metal, alternative sort of metal shoegaze-ish thing, I think. I'm giving this one a B+. There were parts of it that could have been put together better, but this is a band that does have a lot of potential to them, and I don't really listen to enough bands from France anyway, which is a shame because a lot of the music that comes from that part of Europe is a lot of fun, so I really should. I should maybe go over Novelist's other stuff. They've been around for a wee while, and it'll be interesting to see what else there for me. Next is Open Mike Eagle with Anime, Trauma, and Divorce. This is another one I really wanted to put on one of my best of lists. It's a really good rap album, and it sort of encapsulates what Mike was going through. Like, he went through a divorce, obviously, and this is like a very good self-help album. I'm giving it an A+. I mean, the lyrics are top-notch, the production's great. Open Mike just comes off as extremely honest and vulnerable. Probably one of the more open-hearted rap albums I heard in 2020, which is saying something because I heard a bloody lot of those. Echo and Mercules as well. They're good examples. Watsky too. Open Mike Eagle with again fucking great rap name. That's a great name. Yeah, A+ for this album. I recommend you find this one out for yourself because it's really really good, and I'm very angry at myself that I'd written the lists before I listened to this album because this would have been somewhere on there. Next is Soft Kill with Dead Kids Rip City. Soft Kill are a sort of indie rock sort of group, and despite the fact that there's 2 girls on the album cover, none of the band members are girls, which I find a bit weird because I didn't know that until I was listening to the album and looked it up. I was like, there's girls on the album cover, it's a man singing. Are there any girls in the band? No. That aside, though, yeah, this was fairly enjoyable. Giving it a B+. I thought it was a very fun album. It had some really nice moments to it. There were parts that dragged on a bit more than I would have liked. There's one song that's 8 minutes for no real reason. It's not even the last song of the album. If it were, then that would make more sense, but no. It's got some interesting lyrics, though. It's produced pretty nicely. It's got a lot of good stuff going for it, so yeah, might be worth your time if you can be bothered with it. Next is honestly what I was dreading would be the last album I would listen to in 2020, and it would be Stroke 9 with Calafrio. Now, luckily, the last album I actually listened to in 2020 proper, excuse my hair, was Little Darky Swamp, which I already gave an A+. Calafrio by Stroke 9, who, if you don't know, they're the band that wrote the song Kick Some Ass for the Jane Silent Bob movie way back in the day. Yeah, this album is not that as good as that unironically decent song. This one gets a D-. I was really bummed out that this was the last album I had to listen to for 2020, and I was glad it wasn't at the end of the day, but still. Yeah, just boring lyrics, terribly produced, it goes nowhere, it's just, there's nothing palatable about it, and I just didn't get what I was really looking for. Like, this is almost unrecognizable compared to the band who wrote "How Many People Want to Kick Some." Like, it just doesn't sound the same, you know. And I get it, bands age, but there's aging, and then there's just sounding old. This just no, don't. D minus don't. However, much like the episode part I posted yesterday, we're ending with two really great albums. So the first of those is Svalbard with When I Die Will I Get Better. Very unique hardcore punk from England, so two things I really like, female fronted, really like. Really love this album too. Once again, wish I hadn't written the list before I listened to this album, because it would have been somewhere on there, giving it an A+. Oh, fuck. Yeah, just atmospheric, organic, plays out really nicely. Amazing lyrics, performed really well. Really interesting stuff tried on the guitars as well for a hardcore punk band. It's a very unique sort of style for the genre as well, and yeah, just listen to this one is all I can say. And we've still got one more really good one to go over as well. And finally, Touche Amore with Lament. This one came out in October. I forgot to say when the rest of the albums came out exactly, but I don't really care about doing that, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, Touche Amore with Lament. Also giving it an A+. Really amazing stuff. Solid post-hardcore emo, and 2020 was a year that had a lot of that in spades, and most of it was really good. Obviously, I put like a shit ton of it on my lists for 2020. Yeah, this is probably another one that would fit on there somewhere. I don't really know where, but somewhere. Strong lyrics. Also, that was my knuckle cracking. I apologise for that. That was my knuckle, that was my wrist. Yeah, strong lyrics, really solid production, just a strong album all around, you know, got a lot of really good shit going for it, and Touche Amore are a band I'm going to have to go over. In fact, so is Svalbard, and quite a couple of the others I covered in this video, so, yeah, I'm not going to do it now, though, because I'm busy. Busy, listening to albums all the fucking time. It's work, right? Isn't it? But that being said, that will about do it for this video. I will see you all most likely on Friday for the Capture the Crown 3. And, yeah, gonna be a really exciting night. I'm probably going to see you in the time between as well, because I'm going to be, like, still streaming, obviously. You know, I haven't stopped doing that. What am I, a sensible human being? No. So I will see you like later today for a stream, and then like in the next couple of days, and there'll be more videos at some point, obviously. And not really much else I can really think of to say. I'll see you soon. As always, thank you for watching. You're awesome. Bye. Bye.